Hello, good morning. I am Dr. Madhuri Chatterjee from English Department, BBT Government College, Chimanpura. We had already started with the English classes, and I had explained to you earlier the patterns of sentences and the parts of speech. Now we go on to the first part of speech, which is the noun. And when I describe noun, uh, I'll say that's the name of a person, place, or thing, which might be familiar. You might be familiar with it. But how many kinds of nouns are there? Let me explain to you. We have common noun, proper noun, countable noun, uncountable noun, collective noun, abstract noun. Apart from that, we also have material noun and possessive noun. But the most important ones you need to know first, what is common noun? I'll say the boys are playing, the students are studying, the children are working, whatever it is. The children or the boys or the students is common noun. But when I say Ramesh is working or Radha is learning, when I give a proper name, Jaipur is the capital of Rajasthan. So Jaipur and Rajasthan both become proper noun. Okay? So we have common noun and proper noun. Then we have countable noun. Now what is a countable noun? It's something which we can count. Okay, so I had a glass of milk in the morning or I had a cup of tea. It's something you can count. Okay, गिन सकते हैं. Now uncountable noun is what we cannot count. I had some tea, or there is a fan but no air in the room. So what you cannot count is tea or air or water. So that becomes uncountable noun. Next we have collective noun, and collective noun is something when you're talking in bahuvachan, when you're talking in plural, okay, then it becomes collective noun. And finally abstract noun, which I'll explain later, which is slightly difficult. But now let's move to the two varieties of noun to get it more clear. You have the countable nouns, and in countable nouns, what are countable and the difference? Countable noun, as I said, something which you can count, like school and picture. Uncountable noun is sugar and water and air, which you cannot count. Similarly, you have countable noun can take both singular and plural. So you have books on the table or I have a book on the table. It can have both singular and plural verbs. But in case of uncountable noun, waters, you cannot have waters. It has to be water or air or information or fire or news. These are all uncountable nouns. Next, countable noun is something which goes with a and an and the. She brought an umbrella. She brought the book. So you have to put an article before it. In uncountable noun, you do not require an article. Like, can you hear the music? Can you hear music? It's not can you hear the music. Can you hear music? Is it correct? So it's something you don't need in uncountable noun. Can be used with some or may or many or few. Is something I love carrots or gajar. I love books. I love reading. So, and in case of uncountable nouns, I have two teas and coffee. You cannot say I have two teas or two coffees. It has to be tea or coffee. So that's something again uncountable noun. So countable, very clear, something which you can count. Uncountable, use something where you can which you cannot count and you don't need an article with it. I move to the next, and I'll have, if you want to take it down you can. The concrete noun which I just explained is common noun and proper noun. It's car and dog is a common noun, but when I say Ram or when I say Jaipur or when I say Richard or when I say London, it's a proper noun. Okay, then you have collective noun, you have regular nouns, you have abstract nouns, compound nouns, countable, uncountable, possessive, irregular and plural nouns. Let's move to from this to collective noun. Now here you have something where you are talking a collection of books, number of students, group of people. So that is all collective noun, and these are the some examples of collective noun for you: a band of men, a cast of actors, a stack of librarians, caravan of travelers, a class of pupils, and all. In case of animals, you can have colony of gulls, a brood of hens, a flight of birds, a flock of turkeys, a group of pigs, a litter of cubs, a kennel of dogs. These are in case of animals. And in when you talk of things, it is a batch of cakes or a bottle of milk or a bowl of rice or a box of cereal or a cup of tea. So when you are talking in something which is more than one, then it is called a collective noun. Okay, it's called a collection. So I don't want to rush. I'll come back to noun again, but these are the few things you have to keep in mind: the various kinds of noun, as I said, and I'd already explained to you common noun, proper noun, countable, uncountable, and collective noun. We'll move on to